these time phases and zero magnetics and have a lot of fear in our belief system. So this experiment to accelerate human conscious evolution was an attempt to help us clean up our own shadow work before the end of this time cycle. Are we still on air, by the way, or are we after?
Well, let me ask this. So these beings, they put out a light, a positive to the universe, and that's what they want us to do, is pretty much what you're saying, right?
Yes, but what had happened was, the Pleiadians, which is half of the Anunnaki, there's two different bloodlines that run through the Anunnaki family tree. One is pure Anunnaki or Syrian, and then the other side of the family, which is my side of the family, is half Pleiadian as well. And the Pleiadians had, the technology to look into the future. And they come to the conclusion that we were evolving so fast technologically, but not spiritually, that if we entered as a mass consciousness into this time period, 99 out of 100 outcomes was not good, that we would just self-implode and we would aim our nuclear weapons at ourselves and destroy ourselves. So they had to go to the table to go, well, how could we help them? And if you think about if you're forced, because this was never tried before, for an upcoming race to be forced to experience its own mental energy in an accelerated fashion, both light and dark, that theoretically should help us evolve consciously.
Let me ask you one last question, Michael, one last one. What do you think that your role or your destiny is in all of this? What do you think it will be, or what it is, or what is it still ongoing, or is there more to come?
It's still ongoing. Like I said, I just, really it's a bringer of the apocalypse. The apocalypse means the revealing of what was once hidden, and not only have I been given truths about our past, even from the, Sumerian time period, and misconceptions and missing pieces of the story. Like, no one knows about this conscious experiment to make us experience our mental energy. If this isn't understood, nothing will be understood, and this is something I'm here to bring to the table, but it's also hidden history of Native American Indian, pre-American history, and truly what America is. And it is to make this planet green again, and bringing the technology forth, which is all frequency-based, frequency, proper tuned frequencies, is the key. I can tell you from working with NASA now and just them being kind of flabbergasted at the results, that I've got to speak with other biophysicists. And what I found out, they said if a frequency doesn't equal 9, there's no effect on our physical 3D reality. Because like 432, 4 plus 3 plus 2 equals 9. It's lower octave, 216 hertz is 9. And then 108. 108's interesting because Tibetans have 108 beads on their prayer bracelets. That's 3 octaves below 432. But then it goes on to 54 and 27. But I got to share with you guys something really freaking cool.
Please do.
When you pump 27 hertz through a cymatic device, the most advanced one is called a cymoscope. That's what the scientists use to do the imaging for me. Pump 27 hertz through a cymoscope, and you get a perfect 7-pointed star. So one night, man, they just wouldn't let me sleep. They're like, you got to get up and divide a circle by 7. So I had to roll over and tell my fiance, honey, I got to get up and do some math. She's like, all right, you freak. So I go in, and what I find is take 360 and divide it by 7. It's 51.428. So I'm like, well, all right, so what? why is this number important in any way? And first of all, I found out it is the slope of the pyramid in Giza. It's 51.428. Some people have it 51.85, but they now know the pyramid is actually 8-sided. So there's obviously another angle at play, and that angle, you can only see the 8 sides on 2 days of the year, an equinox and a solstice. And so Graham Hancock has the angle at 51.85, but right when I found that out, it said, Michael, now subtract 51.428, a perfect 7-pointed star, from that 51.85. You know what you get? 432. Freaking blew my mind. Like, that number is encoded into the actual. Can you imagine what kind of engineering it would take to make that hidden angle only show itself 2 times in a year? But here's the deal. You know how in England, and Avebury and Stonehenge and all of that, there's an ancient ley line that runs through all of those. It's called St. Michael's ley line, right? Well, look at the actual latitude line of the planet that it runs through. That's where all the crop circles are showing up. Many of them are 7-pointed star crop circles that the latitude line is 51.428. No one, I'm talking with Andrew Collins right now about this because it's a piece of this puzzle that no one has put together, because one of these crop circles that got put right on the Earth's latitude line of 51.428 was a 7-pointed star that encodes 51.428, but it also encoded the seal of the 7 archangels, which is St. Michael. It is St. Michael's ley line that runs through those. And what they're telling me, that was one of my past incarnations. I am Archangel Michael in human form right now. And that all those ancient sites and temples along St. Michael's ley line through the UK, if you start at one end and just go into the churches and look at what's being communicated through the artwork, there's a story for us there. And it's interesting, too, but anyhow, I'll leave that story at that.
Well, Michael, because we're almost out of time, and yes, we are definitely still on the air. Now, real quick question.
We went in the deep end.
Yeah. Question.
I didn't even know. That's funny.
I have. One of the truckers out there mentions that the elders said the star people will return to our planet when a white buffalo is born. What do you call that? When they are, I'm trying to think of the word.
Yes. It's all about the prophecy of the white buffalo calf woman. And white buffalo calf woman was truly a Pleiadian star person who was incarnated into the Native American Indian tribes. And people can look into that. But what I can tell you is, man, I know what it sounds like, but we're together again. I am with the white buffalo calf woman.
Yeah.
So things are right underway.
What I also remember, too, is when the albino buffalo was born, supposedly that is when the Earth will start going through its changes. I'm talking the negative changes. And the elder, the star people, will return to grab, their chosen people.
Yes. Yeah. You know what? It's all about becoming rainbow. It said, truly, spirit doesn't give anyone extra manifestation ability of thought into reality unless you become rainbow, which means your chakras are clean, because they only emit light when they're balanced and spinning freely. So you can imagine that you got 6 of your chakras glowing with color, but one is still dark. If all of a sudden spirit gave you extra manifestation ability, you would just go to what you still have a fear stamp on and manifest your nightmares, So spirit is smarter than that. And, when I was given the name Rainbow Warrior Eagle, Chief Blue Star Eagle told me that, spirit doesn't know you as Michael, that when you pray under the name Rainbow Warrior Eagle, that my prayers will go to source with great enthusiasm, which is another way of saying, so I love the idea of becoming rainbow for everyone, because everyone is invited. Everyone, it's not religious. It contains all religion, all men, all women, and no one has told us when we go through trial and tribulations of life, well, what chakra is this shining a light on, and how to help balance and cleanse those chakras and become rainbow.
Interesting. Now,
so,
hey, our time is ran out. Before I let you go, how can they find you again on the internet?
www.michaelleehill.net. I am on Facebook, but I'm at my 5,000 friends, limit. But if your listeners, contact me through a personal message and tell me you want added, and I can make it happen. But on YouTube, all my UFO footage and stuff is there, and my channel is just Michael Lee Hill. And those are the three big ways to contact me. Another way, too, is through my website. There is a contact button that'll go through to my personal email.
Great.
So thank you so much for having me, Gary. I really appreciate the time to share.
Well, I enjoyed having you on. I just wish you a great week. It's, coming up, or going through, I should say, the cycle. Again, thank you for coming on the show.
Yeah, thanks.
Thank you.
You have a good evening.
Peace. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Well, James, we kind of went through another 3 hours pretty fast here tonight. Again, you can find us. We're on syndication. I'm going to be posting up here in the next week or so some of the radio stations that are carrying us. I have my reason why I don't want to post all of them, because it's kind of cutthroat business I'm finding out here doing a talk show after being in retirement and coming back. I'll tell you that much, James. You know what I'm talking about. Some of the weird things that have been going on.
Yep, I got what you're saying. I'm picking up what you're putting down, Gary.
Yeah. Well, it was an interesting show. I mean, I would like to have talked a little bit more about UFOs and other stuff, but, the water, too, dead water. Water is dead. I can say that what you get from your city, the water has been refined, all the minerals has been taken out of it. Then they put in fluoride in it, they put other chemicals into it, and you're actually drinking poison. Yep.
I can't even drink it. And water is the lifeblood of Earth and us, really.
Oh, yeah. I mean, let's face it. I mean, we need nutrients in our water. And when it's all removed and contaminated, just think of all the lead pipes yet in some old homes and on the old streets yet, that slowly are being replaced. But as the pipes, burst, they come out and, replace it. But all the contamination that we're drinking. Well, till tomorrow, who's our guest again tomorrow?
Tomorrow is going to be Rob Shesky. He's been on a few times. He's a very good guest, and we're going to be talking about Mothman.
Yeah, he wrote a book on it. We're going to talk about it. So everybody have a great evening. Again, you can catch us on our website for replays. All you have to do is just go on there. You can listen to, over 400 or 681 hours of past shows for free just by going on there and clicking it. And when we are live, you can go to the website and it'll say live, and you just click onto it. Or you can go on to Speaker app and listen to us there. We're on Apple Podcasts. We're on everywhere. So, everybody have a great one. We'll catch you tomorrow.
Bye-bye.